everybody, I'm Jo, and on today's video for Eat Life, we are going to discuss my top 3 tips for moving overseas with your kids. The first thing is each of your children will experience the move differently. We have found this to be true. We have 3 children, and each one of them has experienced this most recent move to Europe differently. Our oldest is kind of seeing it as a challenging adventure. She is excited to learn the language. She loves it when a concept clicks in her brain and she really gets it. Our middle child is having a harder time with this move than our other 2 children. He is a very communicative kid and he loves to connect with people, but he's unable to right now because he doesn't speak the language yet. Our youngest child, she was 4 when we moved here, and our middle child was 6 when we moved here, and our oldest child was 8 when we moved here. Our youngest child is, she's young enough to where I don't know that she really understands we're in a whole new country, a different continent. She's happy if we're around. And so it's important to just realize every kid is different. Your kid will experience it differently than my kids have, probably. It's a point where you can take a step back and realize, okay, they're experiencing this differently than I am. I need to have more patience with them. I need to have more compassion for them, and you will get through it. Second thing, advice on moving overseas with children. One thing that our family does that I think has been a huge help is we have these small family traditions that we have done ever since we had kids. So we lived in France, we lived in America, we've lived in Africa, and now we're back in Europe. And every Friday night is pizza and movie night. It's a family party, something that we do no matter where we are in the world. And I think that things like that help to bring some stability to your kids. They know, man, this is a really crappy Tuesday, but pizza movie night's coming, that sort of thing. And it's something that's familiar. And the movie is always in English. And so it's not like sitting in class trying to understand what's going on. No, it's a fun movie that they can understand and enjoy. Just different activities with your kids that you do no matter where you are. And you can decide what that is, or you can talk to your kids and be like, hey, what's something that, you would like us to do, and, get them in on the conversation. That could be fun too. The third thing that I have found to be helpful for our family as we've moved so many times is to let your kids see you working through all of your stuff. Not all of it. I mean, your kids don't need to know that you're running out of grocery money this month. That is not something that their little brains need to carry. But for them to see you sit and struggle through your language homework, or at dinner, you're talking and you tell a story about how you said the wrong word in this language and everybody around just laughed at you, and for them to see you going through some of the struggles that they're going through, and to hear you, and maybe you say, I didn't handle it well, I got mad and I walked away. Or, maybe they hear you say, and I just had to laugh at myself because I'm sure I sounded hilarious to them. Things like that, where they can see you working through some of the same stuff that they're going through. I think that is really important. You don't want them to feel alone. You want them to be allowed to feel what they're feeling. And if they're feeling angry and they don't know why, give them space to feel angry. Give them space to feel sad. Give them time to work through their emotions. And maybe they want to talk with you. Maybe they don't want to talk with you. Maybe they would like to talk on Skype with one of their friends from home, or the grandparents, or, whoever, a counselor. But just giving them space and time and seeing that that they're going through something and you're going through something. Hey, let's connect on this. I'm having a hard time at school. You're having a hard time at school. What can we do to make it easier? What can we do to make it better? And just being honest, I think that will go a long way. So I hope this has been helpful. Those are the 3 things I could think of this morning that I wanted to share with you about moving overseas with children. If you have questions, leave a comment down below. If you have advice for me, leave it down below. That'd be great too. Because I definitely don't have this figured out. We are muddling our way through it. But hopefully this has been helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's that red button right down there somewhere. And so that you will be notified when I put up new videos. Thanks. Have a good day. Boomers. We have moved so many times. I'm gonna cut that, don't worry.